Hello. How are y'all? Hope you're all doing well. I'm Adekola. I'm a writer and poet based in Leeds. And this is a poetry and creative writing workshop, and it's going to be inspired by dreams. I would like to thank Rural Arts in North Yorkshire for including me in their digital program. This poetry workshop is aimed at younger people, so that's teenagers and younger. So, who am I? As I said, I'm Adekola. I write, perform, and facilitate poetry. Believe that you should tell your story or risk being ignored or misrepresented. I'm interested in decolonization, in self-healing, mental health recovery, identity, class, faith, and the search for beauty and meaning in life and art. And I hope to publish my first collection of poetry next year. So look out for that. It's going to be called Regressence. I'm going to share my screen and show you some details of some of the social media and ways you can contact me. So I lead a collective in Leeds called Say It With Your Chest, and we deliver regular open mic nights, workshops, and we've facilitated the development of a zine made for and by Leeds-based people of colour. That's called People of Content, and it's available online. So I'm just going to share my screen, and then you can look at some of the social media pages and things like that. Okay. Okay. So, oops. Right then. So that is so Adekola Poetry. That's my Instagram. You can kind of follow me on there and keep track with what I'm doing. You can also go on adekola.bigcartel.com, and that is where you'll be able to get a poetry pamphlet poems by Adekola, and you can support my work in that way. Say It With Your Chest, which I mentioned. That's my poetry and creative platform. We've so there we have like regular poetry nights, different events, anything that strikes us creatively, and we're all about trying to push writing and creativity and poetry in Leeds, in the north, in Yorkshire and beyond. And so we're again, you can kind of check us, you can try and check that out on there. And the People of Content, which I mentioned, this is their page, and you can support that zine and check out what that is on there. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. We're here to talk about poetry, creativity, and things like that. So the poems I've chosen, they speak about dreams, because I don't know about you, but we're going to be looking at poems. We're going to be looking at poems about dreams and what they can tell us about ourselves and society. We're going to talk about, what we can learn from them, and we're going to try go out writing our own poems as well. The inspiration behind this is that when at the beginning of lockdown, I had trouble sleeping and started getting weird dreams. Maybe I'll stop my screen share because this is confusing me. Okay, so I had weird dreams and things like that, and obviously some of it was due to the current social situation in terms of the global pandemic, the lockdown, the anti-racist uprisings, and now we're also, as you'll know, we're in winter and we're in lockdown again. And so obviously winter, a lot of people sometimes feel sad, sad because of the seasons, the less light, in the cold and the dark, or not with being in lockdown as well. It can add to kind of people feeling not the best. So yeah, I'm thinking of all the people struggling with that. Just reminder to be kind to yourselves, and yeah, and practice self-care as much as you can. Practice things that help your well-being, and for me, one of those things is poetry and creativity, and that is why we're here today. I'm going to share the first poem that we're going to look at today, and we're just going to read it, talk through it, then take some time to actually react to it. Maybe write the beginning of our own poem as a result. Okay, here we go. This poem is called Nightmares, and it's by Donna Nimmo. Okay. Nightmares sneaking in my bed, living life over in my head, causing all the fear to come back alive, bringing back memories with such drive. In them, someone always after me. Why can't they let me go and let me be free? Afraid to go to sleep at night, they will start and cause such fright. The nightmares just won't go away. In my sleep, they still betray feelings that are buried deep down. When I go to sleep, they come around. My mind, my life, I thought free of them. What I think's behind me will always stem. So when I go to bed, I pray that I can sleep tonight until the day. So one thing that's important to note is that this poem was written before 2011. So it wasn't written during this time, in 2020, where I'm recording this. It was written before that. So that's interesting to know. And obviously it's quite it talks a lot about nightmares, which are generally understood to be, scary and something that we kind of don't want to deal with. Talks about nightmares sneaking in my bed, living life over in my head, causing all the fear to come back alive. So fear, that's a really negative emotion. Bringing back memories with such drive. In them, someone always after me. So again, that fear of being chased and that fear of kind of that ominous dread and being chased. Some people might kind of relate to. Why can't they let me go and let me be free? Afraid to go to sleep at night. So again, it talks about fear and being trapped and being scared to go to sleep. They will start and cause such fright. The nightmares just won't go away. In my sleep, they still betray feelings that are buried deep down. So yeah, feelings are really important. I think sometimes when we sleep and we have nightmares, they are our subconscious kind of process tries to explore feelings that maybe we're not paying attention to during the day. What I think's behind me will always feelings that are buried deep down. When I go to sleep, they come around. My mind, my life, I thought free of them. What I think's behind me will always stem. So when I go to bed, I pray that I can sleep tonight until the day. So that is it is a scary kind of dark poem, but one thing that's important to know is that it's not bad to kind of look at scary and dark feelings that we have. Sometimes writing them out or thinking about them, writing them out helps us to kind of work through them. Sometimes, when you write down what you're scared of and your fear, it does help to, doesn't maybe take away the fear, but it does help to make it more manageable. Okay. So yeah, so that was Nightmares by Donna and Nimmo. Some things that might help you. So after doing this poem, we're going to have a bit of a break to kind of reflect on this poem and to kind of reflect on this poem and to kind of think about what we've seen and what we've read, and a chance to kind of write our own reactions to it. One thing that's useful to note is that Donna has wrote that my life has been a puzzle of so many pieces. When you read something I wrote, you found a very small piece of the puzzle, of the puzzle I call my past. Every now and then, I write something silly. I write from my heart and my feelings. I'm an old-fashioned grandmother. I wear my heart on my sleeve and feel very deeply for my loved ones. I'm an animal lover and will fight for justice for them. I love my country and feel very afraid for my country at this time. There is really no justice in these times. May God bless you all. So this is a small biography of Donna Nimmo. From my research, I think she's an American woman. And like she's mentioned there, she's a grandmother. And like I said, this poem, Nightmares, was written before 2011. I don't know exactly when, but before 2011. So I'm going to leave this poem on the screen, and I'm gonna play some music, hopefully not distracting, and give us some time to kind of respond and react to this poem. after that, I don't know what you call that, after that period of time to kind of let you respond to the poem, respond to, I'm trying to, okay, yeah, there we go. Trying to stop my screen sharing. So after that period of time to let you respond to the poem, and kind of get your get your responses. I've kind of obviously seen that poem before, so I made some notes on it. And so what I did is I decided to do a bit of a doodle, and actually do a bit of a doodle inspired by the poem. So you can obviously write, you can obviously kind of write and respond to the poem by writing your own, but you can also kind of, anything that's creative to you, anything that you feel is kind of letting you express how you respond to the poem, what you think about it, and it inspires an idea for you. That all that is fine, is okay. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second poem that we've got, and I'm going to bring it up now, and it's called I Dreamed a Dream, and it's by Walt Whitman. Okay, I Dreamed a Dream by Walt Whitman. And it goes like this. I dreamed in a dream, I saw a city invincible to the attacks of the whole of the rest of the earth. I dreamed that was the new city of friends. Nothing was greater there than the quality of robust love. It led the rest. It was seen every hour in the actions of the men of that city and in all their looks and words. Okay. So that was I Dreamed in a Dream by Walt Whitman. So it's important to know that Walt Whitman, born in 1819, died in 1892, so quite a while ago. He's an American poet. He's described as America's world poet. He's known for celebrating democracy, nature, love, and friendship. And he's regarded as he's thought of as one of America's most important poets. Okay, so I Dreamed a Dream by Walt Whitman. So my initial thoughts to this, and I'm happy to hear yours, is that this is a short poem by Walt. He repeats the dream, and it also speaks to the two principal meanings of dream, which is ambition. I dream to be a football player. I dream to be an influencer, a TikToker. I dream to be a reality TV star. I dream to be a scientist. I dream to be a politician. I dream to be a community leader. I dream to be a doctor. I dream to be a nurse. I dream to be doing COVID research. I dream to be a dancer. I dream to be a vet, etc. You get the idea. And also, so that's an ambition, also an illusion. So an illusion and a dream could also be described as an illusion. So, similar to the poem that we looked at before, but this is more of a maybe positive dream or a positive illusion. And so obviously here it says that Whitman dreamt of a utopia, which is like a perfect kind of situation, a perfect city, a perfect society. He dreamt of a utopian city where robust love triumphed and flourished above all else. And so we have to ask the question, what inspired this? What did he mean? And also, is he being naive by kind of wanting and wishing for this kind of um, perfect city? So yeah, so that first poem was looked at dreams, and that was more of a nightmare, and that was a more of like a personal and fear, which is a really valid and really, people do feel that. And this one is more about of a positive and hopeful aspiration. So these are just two of the different types of dreams, two of the different types of poems about dreams, uh, and yeah. So I'm gonna we're almost out of time, but I'm going to leave this poem on the screen, and let people let yourselves kind of let yourselves kind of read it, reflect on it, and maybe share your responses and write your responses. Okay, so that was I Dreamed in a Dream by Walt Whitman. I've done another scribble, I've done another doodle. I don't know, maybe you can see why I prefer to write poems rather than maybe draw, because not not exactly, yeah, anyway. But it's fun. Like I said, it's fun, it's creative, sort of, and it's something I enjoy doing, and it's just a way to kind of visually show another response to poems and poetry. If you had been live in person, I would have prompted you to kind of, ask for your feedback, giving you time, giving you prompt, and so on and so forth. But what we're doing the best we can. So I hope you got something from that. That was two poems about that looked at dreams. One bit more kind of nightmarish, one a bit more positive. But these are both valid. People do feel both things, and it's important to not run away from that, to embrace that. Hopefully you've seen that poetry can talk about a lot of different things, positive, negative, dreams, nightmares, and that, by writing things out, you can help to kind of maybe make it more likely to happen. in terms of the positive things, and maybe less scared of it in terms of negative things. So that was all I wanted to talk to you about today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Rural Arts. I've been Adekola. All my information I've mentioned earlier. And yeah, I hope you're doing as well as can be during the pandemic and the lockdown 2. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Hopefully you got something out of this. All the best. Bye.